We have some doubt about which one it is, but we can use some science to figure it out here.
We're channeling Seattle's creative and innovative spirit on this episode of CityStream. From a DIY science lab to the next place to call home. These stories and more coming up on this episode of CityStream. Hi, and welcome to Seattle Channel. I'm Abbey Gibb, coming to you from the beautiful Lake Union Park. South Lake Union is really all about innovation, from big biolabs to the headquarters of Amazon. But now anyone can don the white lab coat and goggles, as Nicole Sanchez shows us more from the HiveBio Community Lab.
And then inside of the tail, I've labeled 2 cells.
These people are taking a class on microscopy, but it's not part of their work or part of a university lab. Instead, this class is open to everyone in the community at the HiveBio Lab in Seattle, which is the city's new DIY lab.
We offer access to equipment and lab space, access to the community of DIY bioscientists in Seattle.
We have some doubt about which one it is, but we can use some science to figure it out here.
DIY labs are popping up all over the country, especially in other large cities like New York City. And for the leading force behind this lab, Bergen McMurray, it made perfect sense to bring one to the Emerald City after she personally started looking for a lab she could do some work at and had no luck.
And I wanted to go to a lab space and try out some of my ideas, but without, the proper degrees, there was no lab space that would let me in, and renting a private one was completely out of my budget.
I wonder if this one is a younger embryo.
The response to the lab has been positive, and the community has been really supportive. The lab has benefited from a lot of local donations, which is critical to its success, especially since many of the materials and supplies to create a lab can be really pricey, and it is a nonprofit.
And we've gotten a lot of support from the Seattle life sciences community. Other biotech companies have been really, really helpful and supportive. They've donated equipment and gifted us memberships to important organizations that a company like ours would need to be part of.
Drosophila that has little spines all over the place. It actually looks like a hedgehog.
There are several different ways that people can participate at the lab, from the more serious user who can sign up for a membership with 24/7 access to the lab, to a more basic membership which costs $54 a month.
So those are 2 cells that are specifically marked, and you can separate them from all the rest.
Or you can simply come to a lecture or sign up for a single class. And the cost for all activities here at the lab are being kept low, so that everyone in the community who wants to come and learn can have access, including people like Noah Chris, who's taken several classes here, including one where he learned how to dissect a sheep's brain.
I'm not a professional, and I'm not actually a student at a university, so this is probably the only way that I actually learn how to do something like that.
And while there is a safety oversight committee, the lab says if you have an idea, as long as it's safe, they're ready to listen to all ideas, because they want this lab to truly be a community lab.
We don't reject projects because, let's say, we think that they're going to fail. We encourage everyone who's interested in doing that kind of thing, and then to maybe we help them towards something that is feasible to do in this space.
We really try to work with the community, so if there's an individual who's looking for, wants to try something specific, they can get a hold of us, and we'll make sure that we have all the resources they need to make that idea happen.
Classes and workshops are held every month, and for more information, just head to our website at seattlechannel.org/citystream.